The final leaks of the Samsung Galaxy S9 emerge, and we prepare for a launch date. Apparently the LG G lineup is no more, and we get something called Judy, and Sony wants to bring back curves for its smartphone lineup at MWC. I'm Jaime Rivera, and speaking of MWC, I'm back in the New York studio at least for a few days before Barcelona. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with deals. I can't stress enough how much of a fan I am of Project Fi. If you're in the market right now for carrier service, I would highly suggest you look into some deals right now, where you can get either a Pixel 2 or Pixel 2 XL, or in addition the Moto X4, and you're getting $80 off Project Fi, which would pretty much be a bad month of data usage. You can learn more about it in the description. Now let's talk about Sony, as, well, the company hasn't been much when it comes to smartphones lately, but they're teasing something big for MWC, which is a contrast. Usually CES is their show. They showed us midrangers. This time we've got teasers that show us curves. That's not common from Sony phones. They're the most boxy that can be, except for the Razr phone. But the teaser pretty much hints to a Snapdragon 845 in addition to a 2:1 aspect ratio and the display razor sharp bezels. Sony has been really good about that portion at the end. Let's see what we get. Now let's talk about LG and its future smartphone lineup. Apparently the G is going to end. And according to Evan Blass, famous tipster, we are going to get something codenamed Judy by sometime in June. And it seems that this phone will have a couple of differences, like obviously Snapdragon 845, in addition to a 6.1-inch display, but apparently this is going to be an LCD. What changes are we to expect from LG going forward? That's going to be rather interesting. I wonder why the change of the name. Which one would you recommend? I wouldn't call it Judy, but we know that's just the code name. Now let's talk about the Huawei P20 lineup. We're not expecting to see this at MWC, but we would love to. And the rumors are rather interesting, as apparently the phones have just passed by the FCC. We got spec information, like obviously the Kirin 970 processor, in addition to the always-on capabilities of the Mate 10 Pro. And yes, the Mate 10 Pro is actually capable of that. You just have to dig into the security settings to find that. Why, Huawei? But anyways, we've also got battery information. P20 Lite is going to bring a 2900 milliamp hour battery. The P20 is a 3320 milliamp hour, and then a 4000 milliamp hour battery on the larger variant. That's great. We can't wait to hear about those cameras. And finally, the very hot news today have to do with the Samsung Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. Specification information continues to jump in. 5.8 inches and 6.2 inches on the display, 6 gigs of RAM and 4, actually the other way around, but you get that. In addition, we've got dual 12 megapixel cameras in the S9 Plus, variable aperture between f1.5, crazy, and f2.4, and a single shooter that's going to have those same capabilities in the case of the Galaxy S9. Specifications seem great, but if I asked you today in the question, out of everything that you've seen from design, specifications, the approach, what exactly do you feel will lure you to buy a Galaxy S9 more? In my case, you know, with all those variable apertures, those things might be cool. That's great. The design looks gorgeous. But really, Samsung, could somebody please figure out the battery? If you figure out battery life on this phone, I will not stop using a Galaxy. I hope. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel by hitting this button up here. You can watch last week's Pocketnow Daily up here, and our thoughts and predictions of the Galaxy S9 down here. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.